everybody? This is Brother Black Spider here, and let me get ready, let me get set up. And what I'm doing right now is, well, a random stream for no reason, out of the blue, almost 2 o'clock in the morning, but I couldn't sleep, so I decided to stream this game and hopefully, well, stream and just do random things. Like I said, this is my 20 seconds platinum, and I didn't get to stream none of it. I kind of feel bad, so here I am streaming it, talking to everybody, and hopefully have fun. Let's see here, make sure I can hear myself. Why, yes I can. I sound so nice, I sound so clear. So what we're gonna do right now is look at the videos for God of War 3 and check out some of the cinematics. Well, let's look at the opening credits. Let's go. I mean, this game is awesome. I really had a good time
Before
with it.
the age of the twilight set upon the gods, a legend rose to claim his place among them. And even though...
And one thing I want to just point out, I had more... I got through this game quicker than I did on the PS3. Oddly enough, I just checked it out. Just checked my game credits on the website, PlayStation Trophies, and I got this game beat pretty. I think I did this game like in 8 days. But enough of me talking. Let's get to it.
Kratos sat on the throne as the new god of war. He was haunted by visions of his family, a family he himself murdered. But the hands of death could not defeat him. The sisters of fate could not control him. And on this day, the man, the legend, Kratos, will have his revenge.
It has been such a long time since I've streamed, and I'm just getting so used to it. And what's up, James Gordon? Who the is James Gordon? This is Brother Black Spider here with you, and we are looking at the extras for God of War 3. My favorite God of War in the series, God of War 3. And I have not played the latest God of War yet. I'm thinking about playing that next. I'm thinking about copying it and playing it next. What do y'all think about that? That for those that are watching it. I don't know if you still hear James, but what do you think about me playing the latest God of War? I see that it's a greatest hits right now, so that means it's under $20. So I'm really thinking about it. We're gonna go into the next cinematic, Fall of a Warrior. Again, this is Brother Black Spider playing the extras of God of War 3.
What will you do, Father? You can no longer hide behind the skirts of Athena.
Athena is dead because of the rage that consumed you, Kratos. What more will you destroy?
The hands of death could not defeat me. The Sisters of Fate could not hold me. And you will not see the end of this day. I will have my revenge!
Excellent, child! I will tolerate your insolence no more!
I can hold on no longer!
If I help you, we will both fall. Even now, Zeus gains.
The destruction of Zeus is why you saved me from death!
I saved you to serve the Titans.
Do not deny me my revenge!
Listen carefully, Kratos. You were a simple pawn, nothing more. Zeus is no longer your concern. This is our war, not yours.
I have lived as a warrior. I have died as a god. Having suffered the ultimate sacrifice, I have been denied release. I will defeat Olympus. I will have my revenge.
Woo! And what I like about that is that it's still imperfect from the PS3. Notice at the beginning, Zeus came down. Zeus clipped through the building. I mean, and it's just so much more than that. And honestly, one of the things that make me like God of War 3, this game here, is how real it is and how real it looks. You see Kratos' face right there, and more importantly, that this is the finale of the series. If I had to rate the series in whole, it would be 3 as number 1. It would be number 1 as number 2, and number 3 would be 2. that's just my opinion on it. I'm pretty sure you'll disagree. But let's get into this next cinematic, Hephaestus' Tale.
Kratos, can it be? Does this mean Lord Hades rules no longer?
The god of the underworld is dead.
Dead? Ah, Hades deserved to suffer, though I thought his death impossible.
Olympians overestimate themselves.
Interesting. I will keep that in mind, Spartan. Ha ha ha. You need the soul of a god to use the Hyperion Gate, Kratos. And that one has not been used for centuries. I'm sure it's broken, otherwise I would have seen my beautiful... You know, Kratos, I wasn't always like this. A monster. I was once the most prized craftsman in all of Olympus. Zeus rewarded me with my marriage to the beautiful Aphrodite. My mother, Hera, bragged of my talent. But the day you killed Ares was the day my world was torn from me. That day, Zeus became the fiend you now know. Worst of all, he took my beloved daughter, Pandora. My reason for living. I spend my time here trying to recreate her. I fail again and again. She still lives, Spartan. I can feel it. You, Kratos. You can bring her back to me.
Your child is not my concern.
But surely you can understand. You were once a father, too.
Hephaestus' tale was a sad, sad tale. You couldn't help but feel sorry for the guy. I mean, his wife was cheating on him. So close to her, but so far away. His daughter ended up dying. He ended up dying. I think that was the only time I felt bad in this game. The next cinematic is The Secret of the Flame.
Pandora's box. What is the meaning of this?
Your eyes do not deceive you, Kratos. It is the same box you opened years ago. The power to kill a god still rests inside.
I released those powers when I killed Ares.
No. Trapped inside that box, there is a stronger power. It has been missing from the world. It all began when Zeus triumphed over the Titans in the Great War. Zeus understood that the evils born from that battle, if left free, would destroy the world of man and gods. To contain these evils, Zeus commissioned Hephaestus to build a vessel strong enough to hold them. Fear, greed, hate. He locked them all away in the box in hopes that they would never again infect his reign. When you opened the box to kill Ares, you drew from the forbidden powers. After witnessing your victory, fear gripped Zeus.
But the flame is deadly. How can I recover the box?
With its namesake, Kratos.
Pandora?
She is the key to destroying the flame. The key to our revenge. This will be difficult, Spartan.
A simple child will not trouble me, Athena.
I hope you are right, Ghost of Sparta.
Whew. Wow. Again, amazing game. Game cinematic, the history of the box is next.
Aphrodite, I knew you would return to me. Kratos. Tell me, has Aphrodite conquered another god of war?
That is a question you should ask your wife. I seek the labyrinth.
I thought you sought only the flame. What could you possibly want in... No! Stay away from her! Stay away from Pandora, Kratos! You are the reason she is in the labyrinth! The reason I live here in hell!
I have done you no wrong, Hephaestus.
Oh, but you have, Spartan. You opened the box.
I did what had to be done.
Clearly, you don't understand. The evils of the Great War cannot easily be contained. I forged the box in a power greater than the gods themselves. The flame of Olympus. As the raw metal took shape, I realized the flame was the safest place to protect it. The lock was set. All that was needed was a key, a way to retrieve the box. Created from the very heart of the flame, the key took on a life of its own. Pandora. A child, neither living nor dead. I grew to love her, Spartan, and she grew to love me as her father. When Zeus came to take the box, I hid Pandora away. I told him that storing the box on the back of Kronos would be the safest place. After all, who could best the Titan? I lied. I did it to save my child. Surely you can understand that. It was your triumph using the box that revealed my deceit. Zeus tortured me until I confessed the truth of my beloved Pandora. He took her away, leaving me alone in my torment. Don't you understand? If you take her to the flame...
Understand this, Smith God. I will stop at nothing to destroy Zeus.
But if you... You're right, Spartan. If it means the death of Zeus, I'd be happy to help you. Perhaps. Yes, of course. We'll need the Omphalos stone. With it, I'll make you a weapon.
I have weapons.
Ah, but not like this. This weapon will give you the retribution you so rightly deserve. The stone rests in the pit of Tartarus. Bring it to me and I will help you.
Now, I don't know who did the voice of Hephaestus, and I'm not going to check right now, but if I'm not mistaken, Rip Torn is the voice of Hephaestus. Don't hold me to that. Either that or Meatloaf. Well, game cinematic, Kratos Finds Hope is next.
Hope is what makes us strong. It is why we are here. It is what we fight with when all else is lost.
Okay, that was quick. That was Kratos Finds Hope. Let's see what the game cinematic, The Demise of Zeus. This honestly is my favorite part of the game. If you played this game before, obviously you know why. Let's get into it.
Done well, Kratos. Freed from the bondage of Olympus and cleansed in chaos, mankind is now ready to hear my message.
Look around you, Athena. The world stands in ruin. What good is your message?
Go if you must. But first, I insist you give me the power from inside the box.
The box was empty.
That can't be true. I can see it in your eyes. You used my power to kill Zeus. You still have it as we speak. Don't you understand? When Zeus gathered all the evils and placed them in the box, I dreaded what would happen if it was opened again. And so, I summoned the most powerful weapon in the world, and I placed it in the box.
I told you, it was empty. Pandora was sacrificed in vain. She died because of my need for vengeance.
You must be mistaken. You used my power to kill Zeus. I saw you do it. Unless... Of course. When you opened the box, you released the evils to the gods. Infected them. Changed them. Zeus himself fell prey to the dark evils. This is why he became so enraged and obsessed with your death. He was consumed by the evil, fear. I thought the power I placed in the box was never released. All these years I assumed you drew from the evils inside to destroy Ares. But I was wrong. The power you took from the box is mine. From it, you gained the strength that Zeus could never destroy. A strength great enough to overcome fear. Locked deep inside of you, Kratos, is hope. It has remained buried, trapped by your guilt and the failures of your past. When you killed Zeus, you must have allowed something to awaken it. What was it, Kratos?
Hope is what makes us strong. It is why we are here. It is what we fight with when all else is lost.
What was it, Kratos?
All I remember is what I have lost.
That is why you should give me the power. I understand its true meaning and where it belongs. I trust you to do the right thing, Kratos.
You shouldn't.
You owe me this, Kratos.
I owe you nothing.
I made you a god. I sheltered you from the wrath of Olympus. I delivered your revenge on Zeus.
It is over, Athena.
You would dare strike me down? Again?
My vengeance ends now.
See here. The next one is the end, the final one. Let me see. Yep, that is really the end. And my favorite boss battles in this game is the last battle against Zeus and Hades. Ironically, Hades' wife is one of the toughest battles I've ever had in boss history. I forget which God of War I played, but she was difficult. So let's get into the end game cinematic.
You fool! What have you done? No! That was meant for me! They will not know what to do with it!
You disappoint me, Spartan.
Okay, so after the credits roll, they show you what happens to Kratos. But we're not gonna go through all that. See, I wish there was a fast forward feature. But what I'm gonna do is next is actually go to voice acting. If I'm not mistaken, they had an all-star cast and it's gonna answer my question of who was the voice behind Hephaestus. Let's get into it.
This recording session for God of War that we're starting today is the culmination of a lot of preparation. This is definitely the most complicated session I've ever put together.
I'm gonna go get a sweatshirt. We should go in the other room while we can, huh?
One of you here and one of you here. How close do you need to be? Here, just duck under the microphone. We need to take a couple minutes to readjust where things are. I'm a little nervous about this session, just the number of variables. We've got a lot going on. 2 actors at a time. We've got a lot of people going to be at the session. We've got facial capture, we've got teleprompters, we've got all kinds of stuff. It's a new studio. There's room for error, but I like to think that I've nailed everything down before we got there. But I'm definitely, my breath's coming a little shorter today than it normally does. We are moments away.
What was it, Kratos?
All I remember is what I have lost.
That is why you should give me the power. I understand its true meaning. And
my character, I like to think of her as she thinks she's doing something good, but in reality, she's trying to take over the world.
Kratos, she is the key to our revenge. I trust you to do the right thing, Kratos.
You shouldn't.
Kratos, I found out, is a piece of me that I kind of didn't know existed. It's kind of a dark side that it really is fun getting a chance to explore.
I delivered your revenge on Zeus.
My vengeance ends now. I owe you nothing!
When you have the other actor in the room, you're able to come up with a rhythm. It makes it more real.
I really, really like it. It gives you a chance to play off of what the other person is doing as opposed to doing it by yourself.
We're getting so much from this performance that we wouldn't normally get. I'm totally stoked about it right now.
You owe me this, Kratos.
I owe you nothing!
Bravo. That's perfect. Awesome.
Excellent.
That was it. That was it.
I knew you'd come back. I've never worked with the prompters, and it's really freeing for the actor because You know, you're looking straight ahead instead of always, you know, face down in the page, and it's really a cool experience. Find the labyrinth! Ah! Ah! Please! Help! Kratos! One of my favorite things to do is scream. I really, I like it. I don't know why. Maybe, no, I don't know why. I saw Zeus torture my father. I just try really a simple approach to it. It's bringing those words into your character and actually thinking a thought before it. It makes it more real. They called me a monster.
Beautiful.
Natalie was new. We had never worked with her before. She was an ace. She totally knocked it out of the park.
Many more variables than a normal voiceover session for a game today, and it went very, very well. I'm happy with how today turned out.
Phenomenal. Phenom.
That's all that really matters is Stig is happy, and if Stig's happy, we're all happy.
Yeah.
Who is Hercules? Well, it was me for 7 years on TV, so this is a whole different look. I didn't quite have that look. I had kind of more gear on, and I didn't weigh, you know, 4,000 pounds. This guy's like about 12 feet tall.
They called them labors. Ha!
There you go.
That was good. That was really good. Yeah. Kevin Sorbo was obviously an easy choice because he's Hercules, but not necessarily in terms of the way that he's played Hercules in the past, a little bit of a departure.
Can we get, but this time, brother,
yeah, more
seething.
But this time, brother, this time I will destroy you.
That's good.
In this game, he's a much darker brute. He's not the brightest light bulb out there, but at the same time, when it comes to war, he's brilliant.
The direction is more pissed.
Okay. As pissed as you can get.
The most valuable I can be is to take what the creator of the game has been imagining and seeing on paper for a long time and bringing it to life with the voice, and trying to find different ways to get to actors to achieve what he wants to do.
Try one thing, if you would, Kevin.
Yeah.
Take the breath after stables, and then you can finish off the phrase.
Okay.
The most frustrating thing about doing voiceover is the amount of time you've got to do each line. You've got to repeat it, but you've got to also do it in so many different ways, so many different inflections, and you end up losing your voice.
Have you not killed enough of your family?
That's a good.
Good. That's very good.
It was a slam dunk. He really brought a passion to the character. He was very professional. His voice was kind of running out. That's when he gave some of his best stuff.
Fantastic.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Thank you. It wasn't the same Hercules, not even close to it. So it was a darker and more sinister person and a more evil person to deal with and play. But you know, from my standpoint, it was a lot of fun.
It's the way to start.
New day of recording. Very excited about it. Today we're doing Rip Torn and Malcolm McDowell.
The game's based on Greek mythology. This guy's like the Smith god, and he's like...
Always the Vulcan.
Yes, exactly.
The Roman name for Hephaestus is Vulcan. He's the god of fire, and he's a great blacksmith. The greatest thing you have on stage is the other actor.
I don't get extra pay for this.
Thank you. They are entertainment, and they are movies, and you can get involved in it. It kind of gives you a semblance of what live theater used to be when you had audience participation. Yeah, I kind of look like that. Ghost of Sparta.
It is you. Well. I thought Zeus would have killed you by now.
Daedalus.
Oh, and what does he do?
He's the inventor. He also created the labyrinth.
The labyrinth? Oh, wow. And where is the golf course?
It's really cool. Eat lunch with Malcolm McDowell. You can't beat that.
The ice storm, that will give me the power to bring my son back to me. Where is my boy?
That's awesome.
You bastards!
That was awesome.
We need one for coverage, but that was we want to protect it with one more, please?
Oh, we're not going to go protecting all these takes, are we?
Yeah,
Don't
we
tell
are.
me we're going to do 2 fucking takes. Why don't you just use a bit of proper tape? Why do we have to do 2 takes of everything?
Well, because we
Not for protection.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Let's listen to it.
That's nonsense.
And we're going to listen to one line and be right with you.
Okay.
That's right there.
You don't mind, right? Because it's really, if I'm in a jag and it's going, it's going.
I hear you. Could we do the line to escape it, please, one more time?
Tell me what you need.
The word catalyst had a little bit of a squirtle to it.
Okay.
Okay? When you're ready?
Okay. To escape it, we must assemble it.
Actors are so varied and so different in the way they work, and to find what that key in there is and unlock that door with them and then be able to play is really a challenge and a kick at the same time.
He said that if I took the liquid fire and the sling, oh my boy, oh my child.
You know, I actually like that. That's different than what we thought.
Terrific, thank you.
I like it.
Vengeance on the king of gods. You'll need an army of gods. And weapons. Of course, weapons. I could build. I could use the fire of Hades. Wait, please. Please, wait. Free me. Free me from my torture.
We're good. We're good.
Thank you, Sparta. Thanks, Barton. I say,
Cheers, sir.
I say squatta.
We're not used to people coming in here and nailing it so, like, basically knocking it out of the park like this. So
really?
we had more time, so.
Well, no, okay. Well, listen, I just thought, oh my God, I thought I had reams and reams and I had to do everything twice. And it was like, oh my God, if you've got it, you've got it, right?
Right. Yeah, we got some great stuff.
Great.
It's fantastic.
Terrific.
Good.
Thank you. My pleasure. To work with Malcolm McDowell and Rip Torn in the same day.
Same day, yeah.
Pretty wild experience.
Yeah.
It's fascinating to me, too, the different acting styles, because Malcolm McDowell is very much the Royal Shakespeare Company, and it comes in, you know, word for word like that. And Rip Torn is more of the old actor's studio, and he's a little bit up and down and nowhere, but out of that comes a gold of its own kind.
There's an extra level of dimension and texture that we got to them that's just through the fact that they're fucking good actors.
Now that we've gotten the recording part of it down,
this is
my
long.
stress level has decreased a great deal.
Now you can have a glass of wine.
Now I can have a glass of wine.
You are the reason I live in torment.
He told me he would kill you.
He can't.
Perhaps he did allow me to kill the Nemean lion, but he made your name known amongst the people. A fierce warrior, a killer made a hero, a man made a god.
But you, what have you done with my child? My boy, where is my boy?
Your son is dead, Davis.
Boy, my child, no, no, no!
Amazing. Amazing. That's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to play my last save for everybody, because I think, well, why not? You know? I mean, we watched a lot of videos. We checked out all kinds of stuff, and why not? Yeah, this is my favorite part right here. And this was on Titan difficulty. We don't do things easy over here. I love this VR version, but I would have definitely liked to see it kinda in third person. Vicious. my favorite part right here. I can mess up the screen. There we go. And what I didn't know is that you can continue to keep pressing and it'll just stay like that. But if you just stop, like I'm doing right now, it'll cut right back to the thing, just like that. Yep, that is definitely, that is it. That's the end. That is the end. I enjoyed this game. I really do. Again, I said this is my top 3. Just the whole presentation of it, the gameplay, and the story behind it makes it a #1 easily for me. Now maybe this new God of War can change my views, my thoughts. Maybe I watch the cutscenes and stuff like that, but I get my opinion from actually putting my hands on the game, touching the game, and seeing the story within my eyes.
Freed from the bondage of Olympus and cleansed in chaos. Mankind is
How about that weather
ready
down
to
in
hear my
Texas?
message.
It has been cold for us. It's snowing outside. I've had the snow, during my lifetime down here.
But first,
But
I insist you give
not
me
like
the power
this.
from inside
Not
the
like
box.
this. I think this is honestly a first.
The box was empty.
It's like negative here, out here today.
I can see
They
it
say
in
it
your
should be
eyes.
coming back
You
Tuesday.
used my power to kill Zeus. You still have it
I
as
got
we
to
speak.
admit, I don't know
Don't
how
you
you people up
understand?
north do it. I do not know how y'all do it.
When Zeus gathered all
I'll
the
never.
evils and
I
placed
will
them in the
never
box,
complain about it being
I dreaded
too
what would
cold
happen if
again.
it was opened
This
again.
is insane.
And so, I summoned the most powerful weapon in the world, and I placed it in the box.
You know what? I know I asked everybody if I should play the next God of War. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna play it, and I'm stream most of it. That's what I plan on doing. I'm gonna stream most of it because I know it's gonna be a grind.
must be mistaken.
Part of the reason why I didn't
You used
stream
my
this game
power to
right
kill
here.
Zeus. I saw you do.
So,
Unless
give me just a second. Enjoy the rest of the game,
open
by
the
the way.
box, you release the evils to the gods. Infected them. Changed them. Zeus himself fell prey to the dark evils. This is why he became so enraged and obsessed with your death. He was consumed by the evil, fear. I thought the power I placed in the box was never released. All these years, I assumed you drew from the evils inside to destroy Ares. But I was wrong. The power you took from the box is mine. From it, you gained the strength that Zeus could never destroy. A strength great enough to overcome fear. Locked deep inside of you, Kratos, is hope. It has remained buried, trapped by your guilt and the failures of your past. When you killed Zeus, you must have allowed something to awaken it. What was it, Kratos?
Hope is what makes us strong. It is why we are here. It is what we fight with when all else is lost.
What was it, Kratos?
All I remember is what I have lost.
That is why you should give me the power. I understand its true meaning and where it belongs. I trust you to do the right thing, Kratos.
You shouldn't.
You owe me this, Kratos.
I owe you nothing.
I made you a god. I sheltered you from the wrath of Olympus. I delivered you revenge on Zeus.
It is over, Athena.
You would dare strike me down? Again?
My vengeance ends now.
How could you? You fool! What have you done? No! That was meant for me! They will not know what to do with it! You disappoint me, Spartan.
This weather. Oh, this weather. I got the heater on high. Goodness. I will never complain about it being cold ever again. Cause this is ridiculous. I think honestly if I was to grab a bucket and throw it outside, it'll freeze. But this time we're gonna sit down and we're gonna have a little conversation right now. You know, I really don't know what I want to do with this channel moving forward. I'm really kind of torn between it. Maybe just keep it like it is, or maybe not. And also another thing that's on my mind, it's the 10th year of Patrice O'Neal's passing, and I've got some stuff planned, but I don't know how I'm gonna bring it out. Also, I haven't watched the Patrice O'Neal documentary on Comedy Central. From what people have been telling me is that it's real Comedy Central, like, if you know what I'm talking, if you know what that means, you know what that means. If you don't, you don't. I'm trying to remember if he wanted Comedy Central to do the story. I don't think he did. But since the since the thing with Vaughn fell through and she wasn't able to put it together, or failed to put it together, Comedy Central stepped in, and if I'm not mistaken, his mom had some input on it. I'm not too sure. I'll have to look it up and check it out. But I really wanted to just do something on the 10th anniversary of his passing. The guy was a big influence on me. I think I was at a time that, you know, I wasn't too good with the women. I was kind of into it. Wait a minute. Wait. Where is... Whoa. HEPHAESTUS. Yep, Rip Torn. HEPHAESTUS was Rip Torn. I knew it. I don't know why I said Meatloaf. Thinking Meatloaf would have been a good cast, dude. And I completely forgot that Kevin Sorbo was Hercules. But back to Patrice O'Neal. don't. I got some interviews and some stuff I want to put out as well. I hope it don't get struck down, because now I know that, you know, Comedy Central has the access to his, maybe they do, to his likeness, and they might strike down. But then again, they haven't struck down any of the greatest of Patrice O'Neal stuff. So maybe I'll just put it out and just see what happens. Rest in peace, Patrice O'Neal, man. That dude was taken from us too soon, man. F diabetes, man. I hopefully during my lifetime they find a cure for diabetes, that and may it go the way of leprosy. You know, like rare. You know, because diabetes has taken quite a bit of good people that I personally know. It's a debilitating disease. Wow, I wanna say, if you made it to this part of the stream, thank you. You know, I couldn't sleep, so I decided to, you know what, let's keep this channel active. Let's stream. Let me see what I can see, and it's fun. I'm back to having fun again. I don't know if I'll ever be able to do it like consistently back to back or be a consistent streamer, but the time that I spend on here, it's awesome. It is awesome. You know, maybe I don't talk enough, maybe I talk too little, but nonetheless, it's fun. There's no doubt that if I could do it as a job, I would definitely do it. But as you know, life has its the final say. What can you do? But keep living and keep pushing. Most definitely, I'm gonna cop the latest God of War, and I'm gonna stream it for as much as I can. That's gonna be a journey. That is gonna be a journey. Usually I stream on the other site, but I decided to come on back to the roots here. I did my first stream on YouTube, the very successful Mafia 3 stream I did. Good times. I can't believe it. You know, 3 years go by quite fast. It's still a good game. I don't know if I might do a restream of that, because I had fun. I had fun doing that game. It was straightforward and to the point. It was easy to get into, easy to play. It was fun to talk and all that stuff. And hopefully the God of War game that I'm going to get into can put me in that same mode. It's been a while since I've seen that game, but I know it's a stark difference between this God of War game right here and the recent one. Who knows? But it's going to be fun to find out. It is going to be fun to find out. I'm going to clip that. That was a good talk right there. I'm going to clip that. Let's see here. It said I started streaming 55 minutes ago, so almost an hour. like I said, time goes by fast. Woo. Again, shout out to James Gordon for stopping by. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. This is the end right here. This led to the recent God of War. He survived. He didn't die out there. So much gloom and doom. So much gloom and doom. Well, that's all. That's what I really wanted to show everybody. That ending when it showed that last cut scene. That's what I wanted to show you. And I'm gonna wrap this up. Thank y'all for coming by. If you made it to the end of this video here, I appreciate you very much. I am Brother Black Spider. The next time you see me, I will be streaming on YouTube the recent God of War. Peace. All right. Okay, there we go.